Alright, 100 series Land Cruiser owners, got a real simple modification today. We will be retrofitting an air filter for the cabin. The Lexus version of the Land Cruiser came with a cabin air filter standard, I believe on all years. The Toyota version in the US did not include that. Thankfully, it is a very easy retrofit. You need a couple parts, maybe just the filters if you're lucky. You might need some other panels, but either way, very straightforward, very simple. So we're going to demonstrate that right now. I picked up some filters from Amazon. They are TYC brand. No idea how that compares to OEM, but TYC brand. I got two filters, both look good. Two filters in one pack for, I don't know, 14 bucks, 15 bucks, less than $20. Hardly anything. We will take off the glove box and take a look. What you need to get to is up under the glove box. It's just two panels and you've got access to everything you need. Assuming you have the correct panels, which I already know that I have, but I'll show you what you need to check for. So let's dive in. Okay, first step, we need to unscrew the glove box. You can empty your glove box. That might make it a little easier. I'm going to take out a few items here. Yeah, that's it. All right. So you've got two screws on the bottom side here. There's one. Okay, and two. You could use a nut driver. I believe that is a 8 or 10. Hard to tell, that might be a 10. Either way, you can use a nut driver or just a screwdriver like that. Glove box comes out. We are halfway there already. Next panel is this right here. You can already see what we need to get to. If you just want to check to see if you have the right parts, this is about as far as you need to go. What you want to see is this door right here. If you don't see this door, then you probably need to get this panel cover so that you get the housing that can hold that. If you need to get the housing, you need to do a little bit more work, but it's still pretty straightforward. So, to take this next panel off, there are 3 screws. One in each top corner. Okay, and then one in the center, right back there. So now this panel is loose. You just need to free the wings from each side. There's an electrical connector over here on the side. But actually, I'm just going to let that hang. We don't need to disconnect that. And there's a little airbox or airbag connector there. So now you can see the panel we care about. This wiring is from my stereo, so you probably won't have this in the way. I may have to cut that zip tie and get that out of the way. But what you want is this door. So remove the door, and there you go. That's where the filters go. So if you don't have any filters in there, you just need to buy the filters, and voila, you've got filtered cabin air. So I checked this. I knew that I had the right panel. Thanks to Rob Red on TLC FAC. Thanks for him for that info. So now I'm going to take out the filters, throw them in there. I'm going to turn off the camera now because you're just going to hear a bunch of rattling and rustling. We've got our filters out now. The filters have an up arrow indicated on there so you know which direction it goes. There's a slot in the very back, so you want to insert the filter all the way and then it should drop down into that slot. So we'll try the first one here. So we got one in. Now number 2 follows right behind, same process. There you go. Both filters in. Now put the cover over. Make sure that snaps into place. Now we can throw our cover back on. Okay, nice and solid, no excessive rattling. Grab the glove box. Glove box back on. And I like to rest this in place and then shut it, which holds it in place on its own pretty well. And then go back and finish these guys. There we go. Done. Filtered air in a Land Cruiser. Real simple, easy modification. Helpful if you live in a real hot climate like Phoenix, Arizona, where it's hot as hell in the summer and you're going to run your AC non-stop with the windows up. And you're just going to be breathing cabin air over and over and over. Or if you live in a real cold climate and you're going to have hot air over and over and over. That should help clean up the air a little bit.